Hey everyone, it's Misty Camillus. I'm going to hop in here with a quick review and a reteach of a concept that we're very familiar with. We did the equation of a line for a very long time. Remember that? While we were in the classroom together. But what I'm going to do today is just go over the step-by-step for solving for the y-intercept that you already watched in Miss O'Malley's Ed Puzzle video. But we're also going to do a different example together too. So you can watch either or both. I definitely recommend, obviously, watching both. Okay, so let me open up my pen here. Okay, so first off, we're going to write the equation of the line. The equation of a line is y equals mx plus b. This is important because it's easy to get mixed up with the equation of a line and the formula for slope. So here's the difference. The equation of a line is y equals mx plus b. Do you remember what the equation to find a slope is? I'm going to put it right up here on the top. Okay? Slope, or m, equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? So those two things are different. Are you going to use the slope formula a lot of the time? Sure. But in this instance, we're going to solve for the y-intercept, and that starts with the equation of a line. All right? Step 2 is to state or solve for the slope. To solve for the slope, we use either, what do you think? Rise over run if we're on the graph. Okay? Rise over run. And that is graph only. Okay? Or we're going to use, what else? The formula, right? That formula we just talked about. Okay? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right? Then we're going to make sure that we're stating the point. So the point that's being given is going to look like x comma y. And in class, I've reminded you guys of this sometimes. It's easy to get mixed up, but the point on the graph is always going to be x, then y. Okay? And this is going to be any point that's given to you. Next, we have to plug in, right? We have to plug in the x value, the y value, and that's right, the slope. Okay, m. Those are the three things that you need in order to solve for the b, or the y-intercept. Okay? Now remember, the y-intercept, or b, right, is the place the line crosses the graph. Okay? But today, we're going to find the y-intercept by solving algebraically. So here's a question for us. What is the equation of a line whose slope is 2 and passes through 4, 3? Now, you guys know I love to set up before we do anything. So the first thing I always want you guys to do is write, what is my x, what is my y, and what is my m? And then we're going to put right here, what's our b? Okay? Now we're going to use the equation of the line to help us. Y equals mx plus b. And we're going to list what we already have. Okay? So our x is 4. Our y is 3. What's our m? That's right, guys. It's the slope, okay? So we're annotating our question, right? So the slope is 2. I'm going to plug that right in here. And we need to find the b. The only way to do that is to plug in what we already have. Let's do it. Our y is 3. Our slope is our m. So that's going to go right here. Our x is 4. So we're going to use some parentheses to separate there. That's going to show that we're going to use multiplication. And then we're still looking for our b, right? Now we have to do some math. I'm into the colors today. So we have to do this math first, and then we're going to use inverse operations to help us isolate the b. So 2 times 4 gives us 8. We're going to bring down our 3, and we're also going to bring down our b for our next line. Now we're going to use inverse operations to minus, draw my line there, 8 from both sides. And what happens to the 8 minus 8? Yep, we're canceling it out, okay? Now we have 3 minus 8, which gives us negative 11. And we're just going to bring down our b. And our b, or our y-intercept, is going to be negative 11. Okay, so I'm going to use the equation of a line to reset and answer this question. Here's where my answer is going to go. How do you think it's going to look? Think to yourself. We're never substituting back in the y or the x. These guys are out, right? We're using the m and we're using the b. Y equals 2x, because the m is always next to the x, minus 11. That's it. That's our answer, guys. So a few things to recap. We're always lining up our plan by annotating the question. We're using our open notes section right here, right, to list out what we have so we know what we need to find. We're plugging in. We're using inverse operations right here. And then we're finding the y-intercept that's going to go right back into, you got it, the equation of a line. All right, guys, I will talk to you all soon, and good luck on your do now. You know I'm here to help you. Have an awesome day. Bye.